Alrighty.
Alrighty. Welcome to the PSBS as the PlayStation podcast. I'm your host, Coach T, PSN Body Boys. My co-host here is...
Ojurita stuff is.
Yes, and this is episode 34. 34. Yes. So, PSBS episode 34. We got some news to go over, some announcements.
Get some questions.
Some questions. All kind of good stuff. I'm trying to think what we should do in the announcement first. Just want to catch people's attention. It kind of ties in with the news, so I can make it tie in with the news. So today, if you're listening to this right now, by the time you listen to this, the update will already be out. But PlayStation is now on update 3.0.
Yes, and it also has a code name, but I forget what it's called.
Yes, they always name them after anime characters. That's the thing. But anyway. Yeah, update 3.0 is there. I was messing with it a little bit before we started recording. There's some neat stuff there. You got your little events thing, so you can set reminders for when games are coming up or when you want to plan events out with your friends. That's cool. There's a Plus page, which is really nice. You click it, and it shows all the games you have in your Plus collection, even the old ones that aren't up for the month anymore.
That's cool. I wonder if that's
so you
on
can go
PS. That should come to PS3, as silly as that sounds. Because there's so many on PS3, it's so disorganized, like what you actually had purchased and what is Plus. So it's just same with Vita. Vita needs a feature like that, but I don't know. Vita features are being taken away by the day, so I don't know how we can add any more features to the Vita. Unfortunately,
well, we'll see. But it's really cool though on PS4. So all the Plus stuff's there, all your old games there, all your current games there, all the stuff that's on discounts there. So you can see what's there. So that's really cool. But one really neat thing that was added to with the update is communities. You can start a community and you can make it on any different topic. You can make it on certain games, so you and other people can go in there, and it's awesome. There's it's like a wall. People can comment on it. They can post pictures. They can see what other people in the member thing's doing with their playing. So basically, it's like a big kind of party system, but it's kind of like just ongoing.
Yeah, it's text based.
And it's text-based, yeah. So you can just manage things. You can put a description, you can post. So with that, though, yes, we have started a PSBS podcast community on PlayStation. I just started it. I was setting it up before we started recording, so it's there. So now if you want to join, I think I set it to open, so anybody can just join it. So you can probably just search it up in the communities and find it. So if you join, you can be a member. You can message on our wall. You can just send us questions there. So that's a new way to send us questions. Is to do that. You can send questions. You can talk about the topics or whatever. So you can see if other people are playing or what we're playing. Maybe we can do some community thing. I don't know.
Or if they desire to be on the show as well. Scheduling might be a bit difficult, but if you fall under the scheduling criteria, you could be on the show.
Yes, that's always the possibility too. So it's really cool way now for us to kind of, get more in touch with our community, have just better ways to access, have questions and stuff like that. So that's really cool. So like I said, go check it out. By the time you're hearing this, it should be all up on the system or whatever,
right? Server,
whatever you call it. But yeah, so that's really cool. Like I said, check that out. But yeah, so there's that update 3.0. With that, we have other news for this week.
Well, what do we got?
Notes. What we got? We got some couple of things. See how I want to go through this. What order I want to do this. I mentioned PlayStation Plus, so let's just do that. The PlayStation Plus games for October have been announced.
Yay.
Yes, some good stuff. So we got some good stuff here.
Yay, a good month for Plus.
Yeah, every month's a good month for
Plus.
Yeah,
every month is free. I mean, last month was okay. Super Time Force was neat.
Yeah.
But let's see this month.
But this for October, the PS4 games are Broken Age.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which is awesome because that's recent and it was a big thing. And I didn't buy it, when it first came out. I was hesitant, and now it's free.
Well, I bought it, but that's okay.
Yeah. That's there. Super Meat Boy is finally coming to PlayStation, and it's going to be launching for free on PlayStation 4.
Yes, at that point, I would expect it to be free, so I'm happy that it's...
Yeah, it's been so long. And the cool thing for Broken Age, and then with Broken Age and Super Meat Boy, they're both cross-buy with Vita, so you also get the Vita versions for free.
There you go.
So that's really cool.
Yeah.
On PS3, we're getting Unmechanical Extended. I don't know that one.
Oh man, we're really scraping on the not bottom, but like we're scraping on obscurity here.
Yeah, But I mean, it's probably one of those like it's probably new, like launch. That's probably launching for free on PS3.
A launch?
It's probably
a launch.
But
PS3.
anyway, yeah. But it is cross-buy with PS4, so actually we're getting 4 free PS4 games.
4?
Not 4. Sorry, I misquoted. 3. Miscounted. Yeah. 3, because you're getting Broken Age, Super Meat Boy, and Unmechanical Extended for PS4, because of cross-buy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we are getting 4 PS3 games, is what I meant.
Holy moly.
Yeah, because on PS3, you're getting Unmechanical Extended. Also, on PS3, you're getting Kickbeat, which I actually really like that game. I bought that when it first came out. That's the one where you're like the little guy in the center, and like you, it's a rhythm game. Like you fight to the beat of the music, and you use the face buttons. Like these ninjas attack you. So like when they're at the top, you hit triangle, and they're at the side, square, circle, X. In that direction. Mm-hmm. I really liked it. I bought it when it first came out on PS3 and Vita, and I even got the PS4 version because it was on sale recently. But with this one, you get the Vita and the PS3 version. That's a really cool game. I really recommend you guys check it out. Then also on PS3, you're getting Kung Fu Rabbit. I'm not sure what that one's about, but I'm sure it's about a Kung Fu Rabbit. And again, that's cross-buy PS Vita and PS3. And finally, on PS3, you're getting Chariot, and that's just PS3. So yeah, with cross-buy and all that, you're getting 4 PS3 games, like I said, Unmechanical Extended, Kickbeat, Kung Fu Rabbit, and Chariot. On Vita, you're getting 2 games, Kickbeat and Kung Fu. No, you're getting 4 Vita games. Yeah, you're getting Broken Age for Vita, Super Meat Boy for Vita, Kickbeat for Vita, and Kung Fu Rabbit for Vita. So 4 Vita games, 3 PS4 games, and 4 PS3 games.
Awesome.
So that's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. No matter what platform you're on. Mm-hmm. All that good stuff.
So there you have just a Vita.
Yeah, just a Vita. There's 4 games right there. And that's 4 good games right there.
I think so, too.
So, yeah. Exciting stuff. Mm-hmm. On the Plus front. So...
that you can check out in the new section of Plus.
Yes, new section of Plus. It's all there. So, yeah. But, yeah. Let's see what else we got. Speaking of stuff coming in the store, it's been confirmed that the Star Wars Battlefront beta will start on October the 8th, which is next Thursday.
Ooh.
So, and that is open to everybody. You just go to the PlayStation Store. It's there. Click it, download it, and play it. So
good. That gives me some time to play Rock Band 4 before that.
Yes, time to play that Rock Band 4 because you realize by next time we record, we would have played Rock Band 4.
Yeah.
By next time we record, finally. So that's really exciting.
Yes, it is very exciting. One of my most anticipated games of the year.
It's finally here.
Really, of the past 4 or so years. I mean, I've always envisioned a next generation Rock Band ever since like the year after Rock Band 3 came out. And,
so
we were hesitant whether or not the game was even going to come out, but it's going to come out next week. And
next week,
it's going to come out in full force. We'll see. We'll get some impressions. I mean, it's just a core Rock Band game. You can't screw it up that much, but. I know some people might be a little upset of some features that were omissioned, but remember, it's a launching platform. It'll evolve over time, so that's what a lot of games this gen are. So, it's like the running theme. Not that it's a bad theme. Some cases it might be, but it's been generally good. I like that some of these games launch as platforms, which is just fine.
Yes. Well, speaking of platform launches, we're going to put a pin in that idea for a second, but like I said, back to the main topic was the Star Wars Battlefront beta will be next Thursday, so that means you guys get to play next weekend. So yeah, but it's awesome. We get to play next gen Rock Band and next gen Star Wars Battlefront in the same week. Crazy as that.
That doesn't happen too often at all.
Yeah, so that's really cool. So that's going to be checking all that stuff out. Check all that out next week. Mm-hmm. Exciting. We'll give you impressions on both things. Well, not Battlefront. Battlefront will be out by next podcast, but the following podcast will definitely have our impressions of Star Wars Battlefront. Mm-hmm. But we will have Rock Band impressions next week.
Yeah.
But anyway, you mentioned about games releasing differently, platform launches and stuff like that.
Platform launches.
So that brings me to this next topic. So, like we mentioned last week, it has been clarified this week, but Hitman, not Absolution, but the new Hitman reboot or whatever the hell they're calling it, is getting this weird launch thing that I mentioned last week, and details have been released. Mm-hmm. So, first off, the game's coming out March 11th, 2016, because before it was just March, now they have an exact date, the 11th. And the way this will work is, on the 11th, it'll be available digitally. And the way it works is you pay $60 and you get like what they call kind of like the initial content pack. And you get 6 campaign missions, 3 locations, and contract mode. So that's your initial thing, and then new stuff keeps getting put out as time goes on. There'll be live content adding, new target missions, weekly contracts, stuff like that. And then after March, they'll add new sandbox locations every month. In April, there'll be one thing, and then in May, June. So for the next couple of months, there'll be new maps, new missions, signature contracts, all that stuff. And like I said, it's $60 you pay initially, and you get you access to all that content. But they also announced that there is 2 ways you can do it. If you're not sure, what you can do is you can pay $35 on March 11th, and you get all the day 1 content. And then basically, if you like it, you can pay an additional $30, and they'll get you access to the further content that'll be released through the rest of the year.
Yay!
So, like you said, this is definitely. Like you said, platform launch, like next gen, this new generation trying new ways to release their games,
right,
and distribute them. Now, whether this is the best strategy for this game has to be seen.
Because it's strange because we talk about these franchises like, for instance, Battlefield and Rock Band and possibly Gran Turismo and even Drive Club now to that extent. They lend themselves to be that. Hitman has been a very, it's always been a complete experience all the time. Not saying that the other games I just talked about are not complete experiences, but, we like the one and done for Hitman.
Yeah,
we're not generally used to this. Now, I know there's Hitman Go on mobile, and you can get content as it's updated, but Hitman Go is a whole different beast of its own. But I'm not sure about this Hitman reboot.
Yeah, because that's just the problem too. Like me and you are not really fans of the franchise too much. Not so much that we don't like it, we just don't really play it. Like we haven't really got time to play the franchise too much, so we don't really have an opinion on the franchise itself. We're just trying to opinionize the platform launch. We have to think of it like if it was a game we would play. Like think of it like, what if Metal Gear Solid 5 did this?
Oh boy.
Which they kind of did.
What, with online or like?
No, with with online. They're adding in the online next week.
Or do you say because a single player game is like episodes, but it's just all?
No. I mean because they kind of did Ground Zeroes, where it's kind of like, here's this, and then eventually we got the full thing with Fan of Pain. But I mean too, like you said, you mentioned online though. That is something too, where it is adding content. Big pour of the content after launch. But I mean, like, if they did it like with the way they're describing Hitman, like, oh, you pay $6, you got Metal Gear Solid 5, and you get, so many missions, and then you're like, oh, okay, I've done these missions, but now you gotta wait till next month, and you get the next pack of missions, and then you do those missions, and the next month you'll get more missions in more areas. But like, I mean, Metal Gear Solid 5 is a long game, so it kind of almost feels like by the time you're done doing those missions, you'll probably be in time to get the new ones anyway. But I don't know with Hitman if there's enough content to where it's going to be like, oh, I just finished it all. So, is it going to be like, I got through it really fast, now I'm just waiting for next month's content? Or is it going to be like, okay, I finished this month, oh, look, there's more. Like, kind of like as you're finishing it, it'll be ready.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It depends on what your pacing is. Because again, this could backfire on the game because it's one of those things where, like, I see what they're kind of doing. I guess they're trying to do, like, a live experience where it's, like, it keeps the interest of the game going, Where it's like, oh, I played in March, and then it's like, okay, April comes along. Oh, look, I got more content, and, like, May, I got more content. June, I got more content. You get months and months of content, and it's not, behind a season pass wall. It's just, hey, this is what I bought, my initial purchase.
Yeah, it'll be updated as time goes on.
It's just extended. Now, that could be a positive in that sense that it does keep the interest going for the player, but the negative because they could lose interest. Like, hey, what if there isn't enough content in the initial launch and I play it all, finished in 2 weeks, and I'm stuck sitting there thinking, oh, I got a whole month until the next content update, and guess what? Uncharted 4 comes out in between Hitman and that next content update. So what happens when the focus gets shifted and I start playing Uncharted 4 or any of the other big March games like The Division comes out in March or all those other like first quarter games that are just going to take attention away if you don't provide enough of that content to kind of bring them back in.
Oh, The Division. We'll see.
Yeah, Division's March. So Yeah, so it's really weird. I mean, it could work, it could not. Obviously, another big thing with this is there's no, like I said, as far as I know, unless they change their mind and do like what they're doing with Minecraft story mode. As far as I know, there's no digital. I mean, no, not digital. There's no physical release, so I don't think you can just go buy a physical disc and then just update the disc every month. So I don't know if there's no physical release at launch. That's gonna hurt the initial sales too, because people want physical copies. Because I mean, eventually at the end of the year, there'll be a physical release with all the content on there. And just one of those things where one of people are just gonna say, "Well, I'll just wait. I'll just wait till all the content's there." So you got to make the content worthy and be saying, "Hey, this is live events. This is live scoring, live competitive against your friends, like competing scores, stuff like that, time stuff like where you want it day one. You want to get it as it goes." And it's like we just have to see how they market it, how they kind of get that point across that this is the way you should be playing this game.
The way you need to play it.
Yes.
Get on
it, yeah. So we'll see. Like I said, I just don't know. I think I think the reason this is standing out more is because it's Hitman and it's more like we kind of said, like a single player driven kind of game, and it feels weird. But like if you said this for like a multiplayer game, it wouldn't feel weird because like, oh, we really see this all the time in multiplayer games. We're constantly getting updates for multiplayer games, new maps, new modes, stuff like that. I think it's just because it's a single player game that's what's throwing our mindset off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, probably.
So I think that's just what it is. I think it's just because it's a single player oriented game. It's kind of just throwing it off. So like I said, we'll just see how that goes. And I don't know if I want it to be the standard going forward, but we'll just see how that works out for them. Square Enix, they got their high expectations on everything.
Yes, they do.
So we'll see. But anyway,
needs to sell 5 million copies, or else it's a failure.
Yeah, it's a failure. Yeah.
Tomb Raider's gonna be a failure.
Yeah. What did they expect Rise of the Tomb Raider to sell? I mean, really, like. Dude, like if it doesn't outsell Fallout 4, it's a failure. That's how it's going to be in their eyes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if Rise of the Tomb Raider does not outsell Fallout 4, then it's a failure. And I'm like, that is impossible expectations on your end, Square Enix. But yeah. But anyway, yeah. Speaking of platform launches, going back to Rock Band 4.
Yeah, Rock Band 4. Let's go.
It was announced this past week too that the first big feature update for Rock Band 4 will be arriving in December.
No online play.
No online play just yet. Not just yet.
That means not 2015. If this update's in December, I don't know. But this December you'll get the first feature update, which will add variable breakneck speed to the game, so you can vary the track speed independently and all that good stuff. And they said there will be good. Yes, independently, please. I don't need one and done. Everyone's is so fast and just impossible and
Yeah, and they said there'll be other surprises in the update that says that will change the gameplay in a really significant way. So new ways to do other stuff. So we'll see. It says, like I said, like a little tease. We'll see what more of it is. I don't know if they would just surprise us and say, "Oh, yeah, here's online play in this update." But I mean, we'll see. I mean, they did tease like all the social features of the game. So
yeah,
we'll see.
So it all looks neat. I just want to play this game already. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Just give us this game. But also, speaking of Rock Band 4, another Rock Band 4 thing this week. Well, we thought the set list was done, but apparently it's not.
I thought it was too. Shoot.
Like everybody was reporting that the set list is done, but no. Harmonix announced 2 new songs this past week, and they're both from the band U2.
I like old U2, but I don't like.
Yeah,
new
and you're
U2.
not getting. I'm not
getting old U2, am I?
No, you're getting a song off their new album.
With me.
Well, they did say that more U2 songs will be available through DLC. This is not.
It's like the Van Halen. It's basically for all the other artists are in the set list. Like you'll get DLC for all these artists, most of them later.
But I mean, I see what you're saying though. Like, yeah, I mean, U2. It's
U2 songs I want.
It's not the ones you want, but what makes it still significant in a way is that it is, like, they stress, like, this is the first time U2 has ever been featured in a music game.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a big deal for Harmonic's sake, just to say, hey, look, we were the first ones to get U2 in a game.
Mm.
So, I mean, yeah, like you said, it's not their best songs they're picking, but it's still, like I said, it's still significant that they are at least including a big band like U2 in their game, because not only does it say, hey, we got this band, but it can tell other big bands saying, look, U2's in this game, why don't you be in this game, you know?
Yeah, because U2 is still, a hot thing right now. I wish they would have gotten a song, even if I don't know if they would have tested out to be fun in Rock Band necessarily. I would have loved stuff from Joshua Tree or, it just sucks. It's just such a waste of potential. That's probably a DLC, so I'm probably going to be buying it.
Yeah, all the good U2 songs will come as DLC, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I said, it's still something, getting those big bands in there. I just want that Led Zeppelin, man, just...
with U2, maybe that's not out of the realm of the possibility, but I just, because, they interviewed all the people and the ones that they want, that one's the big one. And of course, everyone wants it, including myself. It's just, we'll see. It's not out of the realm of possibility, though. But we'll see.
I think we're getting closer.
But if this game does get, updated over time, that would be a pretty huge update for that to happen. It would entice more people to buy it afterward, even though it's not. Even though it doesn't hit launch, it can.
Oh yeah, if they put out Led Zeppelin DLC, that'll probably be one of their best-selling DLCs
ever. Yeah, I mean, they talked about I think the list is old and dated, but I think it was like in 2012 where they talked about what the best-selling artists were, like Linkin Park. What were some of Metallica, because they only had a couple. That was like some of the highest.
That was their day one DLC for when Rock Band 1 came out.
They talked about like the best-selling songs too. I forgot where this list was. It's real. I'm not making it up. It was. They had some numbers to share about that.
Yeah, numbers and stats. And all that.
I don't know. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I just wish that they picked better songs, and I don't like the fact that there are two of them. They should. That's a wasted song spot that they could put in, or better yet, any of the pre-order songs that should have been in the game.
Yeah, those pre-order songs. That reminds me. I gotta go. Did you do the Amazon thing yet? We talked about.
Oh no, because I don't know my mailing address to the school, so I need to.
You don't. Well, you don't need it to work. You just need it. You need it pre-order and cancel, and they might put you on the.
Oh no,
list.
I'm keeping the guitar.
Oh, you want the guitar now?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
Okay. No, because I think we talked about this in another episode. I want to pre-order on Amazon and cancel it, and then maybe if I do that, it'll still put me on the list to get the code, like email, for the pre-order songs. But I haven't done that yet. I gotta do that soon. But yeah. But but the thing for you two, it didn't really put two songs
because it's a big deal for them. But then if it was a big deal for you to get Van Halen, then why couldn't you put two of that? Well, even though I know people wouldn't want two of them, but I mean, it's just a little odd. It's a wasted song spot. It was like Guitar Hero 5 when they put in two Nirvana songs. Didn't they, or was it something else? Yeah,
I think they put two Nirvana songs in. But no, I think it's just this emphasis of we were the first ones to get this, so let's put more than one song. For them, they're the first person to get U2, so that's why they got two songs by them in there. When Guitar Hero got Tool, and they were the first people to ever get Tool in a music game, they put 3 Tool songs in the set list.
Yeah, because they're so proud. And
they're so proud, and we got Tool. Here's 3 Tool songs, and then it was the worst Guitar Hero game. Second worst, first, I don't know. World Tour is the worst one to me.
Oh yeah, even though World Tour does actually, looking back, have a pretty kick-ass set list, I think the game is the worst game. I think it has the overall, the way the mechanics work in the whole band thing structure is the worst. But 5 completely cleaned it up, but it had a lesser set list than World Tour.
Mm-hmm. That's what sucks, man. World Tour has such a good set list, but the game was bad because it was their first try at a full band experience.
Yeah.
So the whole setup was terrible. And then I got worried because Guitar Hero Metallica was built off that engine, but luckily they did clean it up for Guitar Hero Metallica a bit. Yeah. So it wasn't all messy and broken like what World Tour was.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just such a waste that Tool finally gave in and let this game use their songs, and it was the worst Guitar Hero game. And I was just like, oh, damn it, Tool. Yeah. Put them off for putting their songs in other games now. But yeah. So yeah, I think that's just what that is. Well, yeah. Anyway.
But we'll see. Coming next week. I'm excited. Maybe the review embargo might be early, competent, so it'll be good.
Yes. But we also mentioned this, but you know what else is coming out next week?
What's Uncharted Collection?
Yes, the Uncharted Collection is coming out next week. I don't think we mentioned it so far yet in this episode. No, we mentioned the Star Wars thing. So yeah. Uncharted Collection is coming out next week. The Friday, not the Tuesday, but the Friday. So yeah, that's coming out. And this past week, Naughty Dog said in an interview or whatever, said that they did consider putting Golden Abyss in the collection.
We're gonna
at one point.
Yes, they did. I bet it was on their minds about Golden Abyss.
Yeah, it was. Golden Abyss was in consideration to be put in the collection, and they said the reasoning for not putting it in there was ultimately because they said narrative decisions. They said that events from 1, 2, and 3 kind of come together to kind of form the narrative of Uncharted 4, and they said Golden Abyss kind of doesn't, so they didn't want it to be kind of like a sidestep to what they're trying to do with the collection. I guess it makes sense because Golden Abyss really is kind of separate. They're younger. There's that what's her name, the side character in Golden Abyss.
I don't even remember. She had her backstory.
She had a backstory, but she's in it, but she's not referenced in any of the other games, so it's kind of a little weird to be like, oh, look at this girl hanging out with her this whole game, and then we don't see her again. Not yet. She could pop up in maybe another spin-off at some point, or that story DLC.
Or better yet, she could be the the protagonist for the future Uncharted games. We'll talk more about Uncharted, but yeah, we'll talk about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I know you mentioned it. You mentioned it a while back something about Golden Abyss being the collection. Yeah, they did consider it. They did consider it, and I think too another reason is because like you said, the story narrative reasons, but I think too just because of they could probably upscale that Vita game to look good, but it just wouldn't look nearly as good as what they're doing with.
Not even up to 1. Even though I like Golden Abyss a lot, I think it's a very good game, right? We both love that game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Golden Abyss is awesome.
And then here's another thing too. This game freaking uses the Vita functionalities more than any game.
Yeah. So there'd be a lot of tweaking and stuff, taking out the motion controls.
And I think it's more than what Blue Point Games would kind of want to mess with,
Yeah. So there's that, and then like I said, I think too if you upscaled it graphically, it just wouldn't hold up with the other 3 because the other 3 are looking so good right now on the PS4 collection. It just really would kind of feel weird to go from that to the other 3 games.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it kind of just makes sense, and just go buy a Vita, damn it, and go play that game.
Yeah, it's one of the few Vita exclusives that's not on consoles yet. But actually, I'm going to tell you right now, one day down the line, you will see Uncharted Golden Abyss on PlayStation 4. It will.
One day.
Yeah, one day. But not now. Not really in the future. I think. Well, in the future it will be, but not anytime soon. Is all I'm saying. But it will be
not in the foreseeable future.
Not in the foreseeable future, because here's the deal. Tearaway, for instance, it had to be done by Media Molecule, the PS4 version, unfolded. I don't know if Ben, that's a waste of the time if Ben was making a port to Uncharted Golden Abyss.
That's what they've been working on all this time? That'd be sad.
But Uncharted Golden Abyss will come one day. It's just not now. And hell, I don't even want to platinum that game again because it was a bitch to platinum. Freaking cards. It was good though. I have it, but man, it was.
Well, they did make it easier as it went, through updates. They made the card drop easier.
Oh yeah. Out of the Vita had so many games where they had to balance the trophies out. I know it happens a lot in console games too, but good lord. Plants vs. Zombies had to be balanced for trophies. Uncharted Golden Abyss had to be balanced for trophies because they were too damn hard.
Yep. But yeah. But anyway. But yeah, so the Uncharted collection is coming out next week. But you know what's one collection that is not coming soon? At all? Criterion just said in an interview this past week, Criterion said that they are not working on a Burnout HD collection for PS4, Xbox One. They said that is not on the cards at all, and it's not happening. Which is sad because we love Burnout Paradise so much. And we love Burnout in general. I love Burnout 3 and Burnout Revenge and all that. So it is just sad though that there's just no chance of Burnout coming to the systems at all. Just as a franchise, I think it's just done.
Yeah.
Sadly. And like I said, it sucks because we love Burnout. Burnout's like one of my favorite racing franchises. Because I'm not too big of racing games, but I do love Burnout.
Yeah, it's a good arcade racing game that I think the PS4 actually really does need. I mean, yes, there's Strive Club and Need for Speed, but that's really about it.
Yeah, and that's what I hate that EA kind of focused and basically EA just broke it down and said, okay, which one do we want to focus on? They went with Need for Speed, and that's why we're getting Need for Speed. Mm-hmm. It's not annualized quite anymore because they didn't have one last year. Mm-hmm. We're getting one this year. We didn't get one last year, but that's the one they're focused on is Need for Speed, and then Criterion's working on a new IP, and I'm just like, I just want Burnout, man. Like I said, even if it was Burnout Paradise, just again on PS4, I would still love to play that.
I know with all the updates and stuff, and it's refined, and it has maybe an updated soundtrack and all that stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I don't know we're hypocritical because there's certain remastered collections we complain about, and there's certain ones that we do want, and it's just pick and choose. But yeah, I mean, I didn't even think about a Burnout Paradise HD or whatever remaster until they said it's not happening, and I was just kind of like, oh man, Burnout Paradise would be awesome on PS4. Like I said, I would just want a Burnout in general. It doesn't even have to be Paradise. It could be a brand new one. It could be any Burnout. I just want Burnout, man.
Yeah, me too.
So good, such a good franchise, but it's gone. It's burnt out.
Don't worry, there's PS3 to play it on, but I don't know about online. There's probably nobody on there.
There's nobody online. You're never gonna get that trophy. The stadium trophy, one of the most annoying trophies. Get 8 people in the stadium, and it's just like I gotta get a party of 8 people and get them all to go in the stadium.
I mean, that was kind of easier, but back in the PS3, no, it was hard.
But so no Burnout. But yeah, so that's sad. One more item, and it's kind of a big one because it's just so weird and out of nowhere, and but it's got to be brought up. So, yeah, this weird news. But it was announced this past week by Activision that Call of Duty Black Ops 3 will not have a single-player campaign on PS3 and Xbox 360. If you buy the game on last-gen consoles, you're just getting the multiplayer and zombies mode. No single player story whatsoever. So that's only on next gen. You're getting the story and the multiplayer and the zombies. Mm-hmm. So so this is really weird, and it just kind of goes to show that we kind of really need to cut the cord on last gen games. Yeah, they really do. And Activision's really pushing it because I can't wait to see the MPDs for Call of Duty because they have it by an order of like which sold the most and then last because we presume it's probably going to be Xbox One and then kind of going down because it's a bundle for PS4. It's just strange. The way it was said was that it was because of the 4-player co-op. Now, why couldn't they just take out the co-op and just have it where you could play it by yourself? Because you could play it by yourself in the PS4 version. Yeah, I think there's that, and also we've seen instances where they've kind of downgraded the amount of players. Like I think, Borderlands did that. There's no ground war for like Ghost onward, like for the 18 players for Call of Duty. There's no ground war for online. Yeah. So. But because there's just been the amount of players. Like Battlefield, you can do more players online. The PS4 version, the PS3 version is less players. Like when Borderlands went to Vita, it went from a 4-player co-op to a 2-player co-op. So there's just instances where they've lowered the player count, but this is just completely taking it out, saying, oh, the 4-player was too much, and I think maybe the scale of levels were kind of big because they made the levels pretty big to hold 4 people. Yeah, they probably did that. And maybe they kind of figured, okay, well, if we take out the co-op completely and you're just one player, then the levels will feel really big, for one person, and you'll just get flanked like hell from the enemy AI. Probably. And then even 2 players might not have been enough. So they kind of figured, okay, what's the balancing here? Like, what do we make it fair, or do we lower the difficulty? What do we do? And ultimately they figured, screw it, we'll just take it out, and then we'll have to do it. And it's weird, too, because they said, oh, well, if you do buy the PS3 and the 360 version, it's only going to cost you $49.99, so $50, so you're going to spend $10 less. So that single player is worth $10 to Activision. Yeah. And also, if you get it on PS3 or 360, you get a download for the first Black Ops game as an extra throw-in. And I'm like, the odds are they played it already. If you're playing Black Ops 3, you've already played the game. You played the hell of that game. You're not going to go back to it, you know?
Yeah, probably odds are no.
Same thing with Fallout 4. If you get it on Xbox, it comes with Fallout 3. And like, why would you go back and play Fallout 3 when you got Fallout 4? You know, so it's just weird and it's stupid and it's just, and I mean, this is really going to be a test to like that big argument that everyone has, like, does Call of Duty even need a single player campaign?
Actually, I believe there were some interviews at the recent GameStop Expo about that particular issue. Not issue, but I mean, you also got to look at trophy data too. About 35% beat the campaign.
Yeah, pretty good.
So, and then Treyarch was like, there's actually a lot more than you think, because there was somebody that like questioned, like, I feel like I'm the only, because the interview was all like, I feel like I'm the only one that like plays Call of Duty for the campaigns, and then the heads at Treyarch were like, that's not necessarily true. So I think that's telling. And here's the thing about, I mean, you ain't going to talk about campaigns here in a second, because we also got news that Rainbow Six Siege does not have a campaign.
Does not have a campaign, yeah.
Yeah, which really upsets me. I think this trend of having no campaign in a game has to stop, because I think having a campaign in a game, even though it's shorter than all of the time that you're going to be spending in say multiplayer, I think you need to have one, because I think games still prosper better if they have one, even if it's kind of mediocre, like Battlefield 4, for instance. I think you still got to have that complete package, because look how Titanfall did, look how Evolve did, look how like all those other kind of games did. Now, I know probably adding the campaign probably wouldn't have helped significantly, but I think it's the complete package deal. Call of Duty's that exuberant complete package. I think this trend of having no campaign really needs to stop. Battlefront is its own beast, and I think it has more than an excuse not to have a single-player campaign, which is okay, even though it looks awesome. It would have been an awesome game to have a campaign in. But I'm fine with just the multiplayer in Battlefront, because I never mind. Because the campaign in Battlefront is just you playing against the bots.
Yeah, but the thing with Battlefront, I don't want to get too off topic, but the difference too with Battlefront is that it's set in the Star Wars universe, and that's so big, and we know EA is developing single-player driven games that are still set in the Star Wars universe, you know? So with Battlefront, this is like, well, we're focused on the multiplayer, the multiplayer component, because you're going to get your stories through, the Visceral game or whatever the other EA studios are working on.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah.
So that's the one other thing for Battlefront, why Battlefront can kind of get away with no single player. But like with Call of Duty, it's like, no, this is just Call of Duty. Or this is, well, Rainbow Six, yeah, they're all kind of expanded different parts because it's Tom Clancy or whatever.
But like people love the campaigns of like Rainbow Six, Yeah. And they were really renowned, and like it's kind of sucks for like even Tom Clancy's legacy, because he's a real storyteller of like military fiction, and it just kind of sucks that that's not kind of coming fully realized in this game. And I understand more of your time's gonna be spent playing the multiplayer, but still, it would have been nice to have a campaign. Because when you look at it in hindsight, when you look at this feature of this game only has multiplayer, it's just still kind of strange, even though it might be only something that you'll play around with anyways.
Yeah.
So,
but
that's just kind of how I feel about no campaigns in games nowadays. I hope that stops. That's not good, because more people play campaigns than you think. And Treyarch,
what was the stats for like Call of Duty Ghosts? Isn't there a trophy for like shooting one bullet?
Yeah. Oh yeah, killing your first dude, and I believe it's more than 60% of all players have done that. So at least 60. You at least started a campaign. Granted, who knows if you even beat the first mission, but you like shot a guy. That was a telling one too for Call of Duty Ghosts. I bet that one was there for the sake of statistics. Like, did at least somebody shoot something, or like shoot a bullet? I wonder if Black Ops 3 will get a trophy for shooting one bullet at this point. But that's just kind of how I feel about games need to have campaigns.
But yeah, I agree. Like I said, for the most part, like I said, there's Battlefront.
Yeah, Battlefront gets away with it.
Because like I said, we're not trying to sound like, oh, it's because we love Star Wars. No, it's because it is it is a big universe.
Yeah, you gotta
there's
look at the
room
other
for
games
that.
in the past and
The other
what
games.
the IP lends itself to, because Battlefront is like literally just battles, but like I could have felt like, Evolve definitely could have used a campaign.
Yeah.
Titanfall could have also used a campaign.
Yeah, because they're trying to, they're trying to establish all this lore and universe and stuff, and like
when you don't have one. Ugh.
Yeah.
It doesn't help in any kind of way, and it gives you context or something at least. Call of Duty 4 was renowned also for its groundbreaking multiplayer and also having a kick-ass single-player campaign, and it helps. Even if the multiplayer sucks in some way, like Call of Duty Ghosts or something. It's got to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. With Star Wars Battlefront, you already know the lore. You know it.
You know it.
You know what it is. You know what this map is. You know what this is. And then, like I said, new stories will come through the other EA games. Visual's working on a single-player, story-driven game.
Yeah, we don't need too much of a story. You kind of create your. It's for any multiplayer game. You create your own tales in Battlefront. So.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. But speaking of Rainbow Six Siege, just going to give a brief thing over it. I played the beta over the weekend.
Wait, the beta of what? Rainbow Six?
Yeah. Rainbow
Six Siege. What'd you think?
Yeah, so I was playing the beta, and I liked it. It's very tactical, because it's a five versus five, and you pick your loadouts, and the loadouts matter because there's a lot of defensive stuff to it. Like certain loadouts have C4, and you can plant the C4, and you can choose when to blow it up, and you only get like one of those, and you got like barbed wire. You got these like things you can build up the wall, and because it's so tactical, it does feel like all that stuff matters. Like in Call of Duty or something else, like C4, whatever, I'll equip it, and you're just throwing it everywhere. And there's no strategic to it. Where like the C4 matters where you put it because you can blow a hole in the wall, and then if you blow a hole in the wall, the enemy can shoot you through that hole. Like all the holes matter because it's just, because you can shoot through all that. Everything's destructive. So that's cool. And a lot of just the setup, where it's like if you're on the opposing end trying to get into the house, there's like the opening is these little RC car things, and you like drive through the house trying to figure out where the enemies are at, and you can tag them before the match officially starts.
Yeah.
And then the enemy can just shoot your RC cars if they see you.
Oh.
So that's cool. So there's a lot of cool stuff, and like we mentioned, since it's multiplayer only, this game is obviously going to live and die by its community. Mm-hmm. So it's just this thing where like if people want this, they gotta embrace it and play it and get it, because that's the thing too. It's tactical. You die, you're out for the round. So you got to really work together. So this is going to be one of those games where you're going to have to play with friends, people people you can talk to on a mic, and just kind of really play together and work it out and get doing scheduling stuff, and that could help and hurt this game. Because it can help it, because it's kind of like, oh, hey, I bought Rainbow Six Siege. I tell my friend about it, and he buys it because he wants to play with me, and then we got to tell another guy, and he buys it. So that's another way to like sell more copies in that way. But then it can also hurt the sales because it's like, oh, well, I don't have any friends that have this game, so I'm not going to buy it, because I have no one to play with, and I have no one to be strategic with. I can't just... you can just randomly join with people in matchmaking, but it's not going to be the same, as the planning out and all that with friends. But as far as offline, there is offline modes. There's no campaign, but there's offline modes. There's an offline mode where you can play against bots, and I think there's even local offline play. I don't know whether that's split screen. I don't know whether it's split screen or not, but there is the mode where you can still invite friends and still fight against bots in offline mode. And then there's the tutorial modes where you can go and play and just do kind of tutorial things to learn. And then even if you're playing the offline mode against bots, you still earn XP and level up, so you can still earn all your weapons and loadouts and stuff even when you play offline. So that's really cool. So it does give you something even if you are offline. Still some sense of progress. But yeah, like I said, it's going to live and die by its community, whether or not people are going to embrace it or not. And so we'll see how that turns out come December.
Yeah,
it comes out. So yeah, so I played that over the weekend, and I also got to play. I played Mad Max over the weekend.
Ooh, dang! You bought Mad Max?
No. I rented it from the Redbox.
You rented it from the Redbox to try it out.
Yeah, because Redbox sent me a code. They're like, here's a free game rental. And I'm like, okay.
So just try it out on Mad Max.
Yep, I tried it out. Oh, hit the mic. Oh, yeah, I tried it on Mad Max. Got to rent it for a night for free. I played around with it, and it's actually really good.
Oh, did you get a chance to explore the infinite map?
The map is not infinite.
What?
You press the map button, you see what the map is. You see the whole map.
No,
There's
but
no
they
infinite.
say it's like infinite though. Did they say that?
Well, I didn't drive to the border, so I don't know if like you hit the border and it just like resets and puts you on the other side of the map or something.
No, they were saying that you can go. Like you see a place you can go.
Well, yeah, like you can see it, like draw distance, but not like you can't just keep driving one direction and not hit a cliff or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's pretty good. Was playing it, like I said, I played over the weekend. Yeah, it's a pretty big game.
Mm-hmm.
Like the map is huge. There's just a crap ton of stuff to do and collect, like a lot of the side missions and side objectives and all that stuff. So if you're one of those people that like want to do 100% collect everything, you're going to be playing this game for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing everything, take over the forts and stuff. And I like a lot of the options in the game. There's a lot of options. There's like just the way you customize your car. It's really cool. Like when you first get your car, you can pick what body type you want, and as you upgrade, you pick what kind of parts and wheels you want, so you can kind of really make it your own car.
Right.
You can even customize your Mad Max. You can like customize them. Like as you level up, you can get different jackets, different like facial hair types, and boots and stuff like that. So you can kind of really make your own character in a way without it. Well, without the traditional like make your character at the beginning. Kind of make your own Max.
Yeah, that's what I like the customization.
So that's really cool. The only thing that's kind of weird I find with the game from what I played was the controls were weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really weird. Like L2 is a jump.
Yeah.
And like R2 is a run, and then like to shoot your gun is like circle, which is stupid as hell because like I keep accidentally pressing circle because I'm like I don't know why I keep pressing circle because I think circle is like the interaction button, but it's not, so I end up like shooting a wall and wasting my one bullet that I have.
Your one bullet. The resources are important in Mad Max.
Yeah, you don't have bullets too often. You get like one bullet to start, and then you find something. The maximum holds like 3. Well, before you get upgrades.
Right.
So yeah, I keep wasting my ammo because I keep forgetting circles to shoot.
I keep wasting my ammo. So, yeah. What does the plot look like in this game? Pretty hard.
I mean, it's not. I mean, you just have to do everything, so it's not hard. It's just be time consuming to do everything.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But it's a cool game. I'll probably buy it at some point because it'll probably go on sale at some point. It'll probably because I don't know why. Yeah, Black Friday. That's what I was getting at. I see this being a big Black Friday item, like going down to $30, $20, whatever.
Like,
that thing is back.
You didn't get it during Metal Gear Solid 5 Day, so
yeah. So get it now. It's on sale.
And then just costs $3.
Just costs $3, yeah. But yeah, Mad Max is cool though. I do want to play more of it, so I do want to try to get it at some point when it goes on sale or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so if you're thinking about it, just check it out. It's pretty good from what I played. Now I don't know, like I said, because I didn't play for too long. Some of the repetitiveness might kick in after a while. That might hurt it.
Okay.
Because I've had that happen to me where I play a game and those first couple hours I'm like, yeah, this game's awesome. But then once you get past those first couple hours and you realize, it's kind of the same thing, and then it kind of loses its original good. So, not as good as you think.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like I said, Mad Max is pretty good from what I played. So
is that it?
Yep, that's all the news items and just some other things I wanted to bring up.
I think in the interest of time, we'll just answer one of our viewer mail questions next week because 3 of them are related to Uncharted, and the Uncharted collection will officially come out next week. So then I think it would be more appropriate for next week. So yes. And I know people have been busy with stuff, so I'm going to respect people's time. Yeah. So I think we could close it out because this was a rather interesting question. This one comes from Nick. Okay. He asked, what do you guys make out of all the new job listings Rockstar had just recently put up? Since it is asking for experts in the fashion and automobile industry, does it look likely like a GTA 6 is coming into production soon? So some context of here. Rockstar just recently put a whole bunch of job listings for many of their studios. Definitely asking for what he is saying here in the question. People who are experts in fashion and in automobiles specifically. So that's really lending itself towards stuff for Grand Theft Auto, whether it be maybe online or story-centric DLC, which I crave for so bad, or GTA 6.
It's not Grand Theft Auto 6, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I'm telling you that much. It's not Grand Theft Auto 6 either, because I think even though GTA 6 is definitely in the idea phase, I don't think it's even close to pre-production yet. So I think definitely GTA 6 is being thrown around, I bet. But GTA 5, again, as we have stated earlier, is a platform. It's evolving. We just had like a huge GTA Online update the other day, so other week or rather. So, and we still haven't gotten story DLC yet for GTA 5, which a lot of people want, and it's actually in large demand. Just 2K or Rockstar probably doesn't want to talk about it. So yes, the GTA 6 is not in production now. Red Dead is another thing, but I guess for some of the stuff that they're asking here, maybe doesn't lend to Red Dead, but who knows? You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any cars in Red Dead.
We never know.
There's that one car in the opening cutscene where they're loading it on the boat. But like, I don't think they would like make it to where cars are drivable now in this new one.
You got to get those clothes from John Marston.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. You mentioned fashion, but they don't mention like what time period.
I know.
To be like,
that would have definitely led itself like if it was.
Yeah. Because what if it was like the 60s or something, it would lead into that game Agent?
I know.
I don't know. What if the game Agent's a thing?
Somehow they get an internal studio on LA Noire 2. But
LA Noire 2?
Yeah, that's not going to happen though, even though I loved LA Noire. Such a good game. Underrated game. I loved LA Noire. I thought it was a fantastic game.
No, actually, when I was saying about games that I liked initially, and after a while I got repetitive, I was thinking of LA Noire when I was saying that.
Well, yeah, because like of the side missions and just kind of the overall.
Yeah, because LA Noire was a game when I started, I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Like, it's so different. But then after a while, it kind of felt a little bit repetitive, and then I just didn't even have the drive to finish it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. But yeah, kind of in summary, not GTA 6 at all. I'm willing to bet it's like just for more online stuff and DLC. But then again, they'll keep those people in the long run for GTA 6. So there you go.
Yes,
doesn't matter. Possibly, depending if they want to stay there or if they. I doubt Rockstar would ever get layoffs, but just for the time being, I think it's for mainly online updates and possibly story DLC, which I want so bad. Yeah, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. It's Rockstar. They could be working on anything, Yeah, because like I said, it's like that's what I feel too. I feel like it's definitely not Grand Theft Auto 6.
GTA 6 is far away. It's gonna be the same deal as it was with GTA 5, where GTA 5 Remastered was the GTA 4 for this generation because GTA 4 came out like a year after 2 years after PS3. So, and then probably GTA 6 will be the send off for PS4, which is exciting. So yeah, that's about it for what we want to answer this week. So I think we're about done.
Done? Yeah. How do we go under time?
I don't know.
We never go under time.
I don't know. Next week might call for over. A little bit. Not too much. Because, a lot's going to happen next week. Rock Band 4 is going to be out.
Man, Rock Band 4, man.
Uncharted, we'll reminisce on Uncharted for a bit. Answer some questions about 4. So, teaser.
The Uncharted collection demo should be out now. So we should play that for next week. So that way we can just know what it looks like. Mm-hmm. So we can be like, this is what Uncharted 2 looks like in 60 frames per second.
Yeah, I'm excited. So,
I'm probably going to start downloading that after this. But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, like I said, Rock Band 4 next week. Uncharted Collection, we can talk a bit about that. Even though it won't be out yet, but like I said, just go over some things. Obviously, there's news. And of course, questions. We have questions we skipped this week, but we're going to go over next week because they tie into
Uncharted.
Uh-huh. But if you have any other questions, you can send it to us. Many different ways, like we always say, through YouTube. You can message us directly on YouTube. You can comment on the YouTube video. We have a Facebook fan page you can go to. You can message on there. You can message on their comments. You can also message us directly on PSN. Message me, PSN Bayou Boys, or you can message my co-host, PSN Double Is. Mm-hmm. That's the best way to do it, is to message us directly on PSN. And now we have the new community set up. Gotta talk about that again. Yeah, the community's back up. Not back up, but it is up. So you guys go check it out. You can send us questions, comments, and all that on there too. Yeah. So I hope we get some people on that. So let's see how that all works. Yeah, it's exciting. But yeah, like I said, I think with that, This has been the PSBS episode 34.
Yeah. Everybody have a fantastic week.
Yep.
Work hard, play hard.
Mm-hmm.
I like playing a lot, but other than the work, schoolwork is lame.
Oh man, I'm off of school for the next 2 days. That's awesome.
That's good. But everybody enjoy the week. Hype for Rock Band 4. Get ready.
Yes.
I'm ready. Bring it to me already. I'm gonna download on my PS4 once it's available for preload. I'm ready.
Preload.
And then I'll get my guitar the day of. But I guess I'll just be making my characters and stuff in the meantime waiting for it to actually play the game. So, or I could use the controller for drums, right, or something like that. I don't know. Pretend, I guess. But
pretend.
I'm excited. I am so excited.
Yeah.
With that, everybody have a good week. Fantastic.
Have a good week. Yes. Yeah. And yeah, with that, this has been the PSBS episode 34, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week. And